It's November, and for me that's a birthday month. My mother was born on the 3rd, I was born on the 21st, and it's not a happy thing when you get to my age and when your mother's dead. So I've written 2 new poems because of that. Oh no, I haven't. This is an old one. I must have written this a few years ago. So I'll start with this one. 70 years and counting. At 10, I lived only in each moment. I expected I would live forever. At 20, I lived as if I would live forever. At 30, I lived as if I would die tomorrow. At 40, I lived in hope of 40 more years. At 50, I knew I was abandoned on the shore of my past. At 60, I thought the future held another 20 years for me. At 70, I decided I'd better live for today. At 80, I will live only in each moment, as if I were living forever. At 90, I believe I shall not expect to live forever. End.
This is called Have You Any Questions? And it comes from Lisa Kelly's workshop at the Torriano. We were given 5 minutes to write something, and I came up with this. Do you have any questions? Her heart was a red fire alarm going off with nobody paying it no mind at all. Her heart was an evening hillside as the sun went down, the light stealing into the ground. Her heart was a favourite pair of cufflinks with one link missing. Oop, got to go down. Or an earring found far too late, many, many years later. Her heart was a lute that was mute, unplayed for many, many moons. Her heart was a house burning, burning, burning down, razed to the ground. The sneer of her lover lost in the shadows. Her heart was the junk mail that came in one door and out the other, instant rubbish. She felt as if someone had pressed delete. Her heart was a crystal ball that could foretell nothing, nothing, nothing at all. Her heart was a knocked-over cheap cocktail that left a nasty stain on the carpet, on the wall. Her heart was a tiny, torn pink knapsack that held all she had known. Her heart was the forgotten iron branding itself into her nice new blouse. Her heart was a field of poppies seen from a passing train, there and gone again. Her heart full of the perfume of memories that refused to ever go away. Her heart was the same train journeying in and out of love.
As I said, it was my mother's birthday, the anniversary of her birth. She would have been 99 last week. So I was changing my shoes and I caught sight of my feet and I wrote this poem. So it's to my mother on the 99th anniversary of her birth. Thank you for my feet, broad and high-arched, nurtured against my adolescent will in sensible shoes. Thank you for my lungs that by your own uncontrollable addiction you protected from harm by smoking. Thank you for my instincts that you bequeathed me, the impulse to suspicion, the need to give love. Thank you for my eyes that you began training to see through my pencil, my paintbrush, my reading. Thank you for my mind that you taught me to keep open, that you allowed to make decisions of my own. Thank you for your love that you found so hard to express when you were here. Thank you. I believe in you now.
Yep. Don't know if you can see. Oh, it's back to front. Can you see that? My assistant will hold it up for you.
Yes.
Yes. Storm Kieran made me write this poem. Something my mother said to me 40 years ago that I just let go. It's okay now, lovey. So this is called Esse quam videre. You have to excuse my Latin.
Vedere.
Vedere. It means to be rather than to seem to be. And the reason I picked up on that was I was given a talk on Gerard Manley Hopkins, and as a young fella, he carved that into a tree.
Did it go well, Dónall, your Hopkins book?
Yes, all went very well.
Good.
And one of the things that Jared, because he didn't like to be called Manly Hopkins, so he's Jared to his family, and he said, what must it be to be someone else? So, and this is it's about me being born and all that. This is in honour of Honora O'Sullivan becoming a great-grandmother yet again. So that made me think of my birth. And I thought, my God, a great-grandmother yet again. There I am, all 2 pounds of me, and nameless as yet. And so for all these 67 years, it's a Dónall I've been. Haven't been anything else all my life. But now, with Storm Ciarán roaring in, I remember me mam telling me that I was due to be a Ciarán, because of my hair, black as anything, and sideburns to boot. I was obviously doing my best Elvis impersonation, and this was, after all, 1956. She said I was her own little dark-haired one. And would I have been a different man, I sometimes wonder? Would the name change the who I would have become? I often think of this alternative self, wonder how he got on in a parallel universe. But a Dónall I was and have remained, so I guess I will just have to learn to live it myself. And Dónall, of course, transforms into the Irish World Mighty Spear Power. A hard name, to be sure, to have to live up to, but I'll give it a good go.